Welcome to the first episode of Fantasyland. I am your host, Matthew Sharamita. Usually I'm joined by my handsome co-host, Ryan Skinner, but he conveniently enough is not feeling good, so I brought in an even more handsome co-host tonight, Jaden Jiggets. Jaden, how are we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, Matt. Thanks for having me here, man. It feels so good to be here. Man, I just love sports, man. It feels so good to be here.
I do too. That's why I picked you. I'm really glad to hear you're doing well. Since this is our first show, it is only right to explain what Fantasyland is all about. Fantasyland is your only fantasy football talk show on campus. We dive through the ins and outs of everything fantasy related. Our show, on brand to the theme, will be broken up into 4 different quarters, and those quarters into different segments. As you can see on our sidebar here, created by our very own Mia Dirks. You'll see it in a little bit. There it is. By our very own Mia Dirks. Thank you, Mia Dirks. We will be giving you advice on how to improve your roster, teaching you the game of football, as well as having some fun along the way. But some of you might be asking, what the heck is fantasy football? Jaden's going to tell you right now what fantasy football is all about.
Fantasy football is a football league where you draft real players and pray that they do well so you can score points. Your team will go head-to-head each week against your friends, just like the NFL. The top 4 teams move on to playoffs, playing for a cash prize, a trophy, or better yet, bragging rights. The bottom 4 compete in what we like to call the toilet bowl.
Yeah, Jaden, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head with that explanation. But tell me, what even qualifies you as a fantasy football expert? I know me personally, I've won a couple championships in my day.
So what qualifies me as a fantasy expert is the fact that I grew up on football. I grew up watching football ever since I was young, like 10 years old. And not only did I have my favorite team, which is the New York Giants, okay, I know I'm catching a lot of heat for that, but not only did I have that team, and that was my team, I also studied other teams like the 49ers, the Falcons, even the Cowboys, and I hate the Cowboys. I'm also going to catch hate for that. I don't care. I hate the Cowboys.
And I understand you used to be an offensive lineman, but that's besides the point. Because we're going to get into our first segment here. We're going to kick off with a recap of last week's top performers. Jaden, who is your top quarterback from last week?
Oh, my God. Easily, it got to be Josh Allen.
Great pick.
Did you not see what Josh Allen was doing? Like, listen, here's the stats. Josh Allen had 320 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. Yo, he was going off. And he even won AFC Offensive Player of the Week. You got to give it to Josh Allen.
I mean, he was carving up the defense all day. A couple huge passes to Stephon Diggs. You know, Josh Allen does it all for the Bills. He's kind of taken a while to get to this point, but he looked phenomenal this last week against the Dolphins. And
sure
another
did.
blowout. The Dolphins kind of on the other side of a blowout this week, and a great game for Josh Allen. But I got to go with my guy over at Houston, C.J. Stroud, the rookie. What a great week he had. I mean, he's going to kind of fly under the radar, but he shouldn't. 306 yards he threw for, 2 touchdowns. He's the QB 10 in fantasy right now, and he has been great with this Houston offense. You have young guys in Tank Dell. He's another rookie. Nico Collins has looked phenomenal. And C.J. Stroud has just blown his expectations out of the water, so he's my quarterback of the week.
You know, I gotta respect that because, you know, C.J. Stroud, he's definitely improving the Houston Texans as a team. Like, for real, he's really doing his thing for the team. But running back that I feel like is the running back player of the week, my boy CMC, that 49ers player, CMC, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey was a beast when he was with Carolina, and people thought him going to the 49ers was going to be, like, you know, questionable because there's a lot of stars there. But CMC is the biggest star there. Let me just tell you, 20 rushes for 106 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had that's only rushing alone. He had 7 receptions on the field with 71 yards. There's receivers that get less than that. Less receptions and less yards.
Yeah, McCaffrey balled out. You said 4 touchdowns. He almost had a
No, I said 3 touchdowns. I didn't even get to the point that he had another touchdown in the receiving game. That's how you know he's a dual threat for real.
I gotta go with my guy from Kansas City, Isaiah Pacheco. What a game he had. He stepped up. I know it's typically a committee running back by committee offense that the Chiefs have, but Isaiah Pacheco stepped up big time. I've been seeing memes on Twitter about him all week about how he just runs like he's just mad at the world. Like he really does. He's just a really aggressive, hard-nosed runner, and I've seen comparisons to a guy like Marshawn Lynch, which is it's insane to hear a Marshawn Lynch comparison in this day and age. 115 yards, 158 from scrimmage. He rushed 20 times. He had 1 touchdown. He's the RB6 on the week. How could you not love this guy? I'm going to mention him later, though. We're going to hear your take on who your wide receiver of the week was.
Well, real quick before I go into wide receiver of the week, let me just say that, yes, you know, Isaiah, he is definitely he's definitely good. He is really good. Angry runner. You just named you named Marshawn Lynch. Earl Campbell is another one you can name, an angry runner. But my wide receiver of the week is that kid in Los Angeles, man. Puka. That kid is amazing. And let me tell you something. It's a blessing and a curse for the Los Angeles Rams, because you would think that losing Cooper Kupp was going to be a terrible thing for them, but nah. They got this kid, this young rookie, and Puka, who's looking just like Cooper Kupp, who's staying and performing just like Cooper Kupp, who's getting yards, who's getting touchdowns, and he's just doing his thing, playing football. That's all he's doing, playing football, getting to it.
Yeah, Puka's been balling out in that role. He's definitely stepped up. But how could you not love my boy from Philly, A.J. Brown? What a comeback week for him. He's the wide receiver 1 on the week. He had 38.5 fantasy points, 175 yards on 9 receptions. He absolutely tore apart this Washington defense this past weekend, and he came away with 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts just could not help looking in his direction. Devontae Smith, unfortunately enough, was kind of not showing up on the stat sheet. But, I mean, A.J. Brown, he finally deserved this time to shine, and he got it. He really did get it.
Yep, A.J. Brown is definitely that wide receiver 1 in Philly, and no offense to Devontae Smith. No offense to Devontae Smith, but A.J. Brown is that dude. You know, he's that number 1 target for Jalen Hurts. Simple as that.
And he looked great. But that's going to do it for our first quarter. Coming up, should you hit the panic button on these players? That and more right here on Fantasyland right after this break.
I know kids worry about getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
La 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 la.
Breathe.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Welcome back to Fantasyland. All right, we talked about the best performers, but now we need to look at some players with question marks. Matt, are you hitting the panic button on Ramondre Stevenson?
Ramondre Stevenson. If there was a panic button right here, I'd smash it right now. I am panicking on Ramondre. He started the season kind of as the bell cow role, not quite, but he was averaging 70% snap share. It's declined to 64, and it keeps going down. Only 30 yards from scrimmage and barely any receiving work. Gosh, am I feeling bad about Ramondre Stevenson. But let me ask you, are you hitting the panic button on Calvin Ridley?
On Calvin Ridley, I'm honestly not hitting the panic button just yet. I'm not hitting the panic button. For Calvin Ridley, you got to understand this guy, he hasn't played for a whole year, and it's only been 4 weeks into the season, and I feel like he still could do a lot. Plus, with the Jaguars as a team, they're not playing, like, they're playing below average football, but it's like, it's not bad football.
Right.
And I feel like a little bit more chemistry between him and Trevor Lawrence, they could definitely make some damage.
Absolutely.
Now, the question is, how are they going to act in the AFC? Because the AFC is stacked.
I don't know. That's a conversation for another time, though. I got to hear another player from you.
All right, so my other player right here, listen, I got to be, are you hitting the panic button on Darren Waller?
Darren Waller. I'm moving with caution with Darren Waller. I'm not quite ready to hit the panic button. I'm hovering over it. Giants have had a couple rough matchups. They're only going to continue to have rough matchups. And I think Darren Waller just needs the targets. I think Daniel Jones just has to find them. He's an elite talent tight end. I think his talent obviously is still there. He's still very talented on the field. Daniel Jones has to find him. Giants got to figure a lot of things out. I'm right there. I'm ready, but not quite. So my last player for you is that rookie in Detroit, Jahmyr Gibbs. How you feeling about him? You hitting that panic button or no?
For Jahmyr Gibbs, listen, I'm going to have to say I'm hitting the panic button, okay? Ooh. I'm hitting the panic button because, listen, just one, you got David Montgomery, okay? That running back, right? He's on the Lions right now making things happen, scoring touchdowns, getting them yards. And for Jahmyr Gibbs, it's not that he's bad. It's just the fact that he's only his rookie year. So he can't really do much per se for the team right now.
Right. And, I agree. But, Jaden, if we are panicking on some of these players, it sounds like we might need to pick up some other players to fill in that spot. So who should our viewers be looking out for on this week's waiver wire?
So for one person, I just got to say, I got to give it to Jonnu Smith, the tight end. I got to give it to him because right now he got 15 receptions for 179 yards. He's on a Patriots team with a Super Bowl wide receiver named Juju Smith-Schuster. And he right now is holding 179 receiving yards, which is the most yards on the Patriots offense.
Yeah, I'm going to swing over to a guy like Jameson Williams. I wouldn't start him yet, but I would hold on to him. It's a guy I would pick up and stash. He's available in 45% of the leagues. The Lions offense is pretty impressive. I'm personally picking up Jameson Williams, putting him on my bench for a couple weeks, feeling him out. Let me get your other player.
I feel like Jaleel McLaughlin. I hope I said that name right. But Jaleel McLaughlin, I'm going to give it to him because I feel like he got a bright future with him. So far he got 13 receptions for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. Yeah, that boy, he's doing some things. And you got to say he's young. He got a lot of time to develop. And also you got to keep in mind that, he's not really on that good of a team. But,
Right, absolutely.
He could do something with it. He could do something.
So, yeah, my last guy is going to be Brandon Aubrey out of Dallas, the kicker. He's the kicker number 4. He's still available in 73% of the league. So I'm picking him up. He's a rookie. Those are some of our favorite guys to pick up this week. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, who to start and who to sit, we'll let you know. Come back, find out.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Jaden and I will be looking at who you should start in your lineup and who you should sit. Jaden, who are your first two players? Hit me.
All right, so what I got for you right here, I got Zay Flowers from the Baltimore Ravens, and I got Curtis Samuel from the Washington Commanders. What you choosing?
I don't even think Curtis Samuel is still even over there. But anyway, I'm absolutely taking Zay Flowers. He's got Pittsburgh. He's got the Titans in the next 2 weeks. Some very desirable matchups. Lamar Jackson's been loving him. He's their second guy next to Andrews. So I'm taking Zay Flowers all day. He's been producing pretty decent numbers. I'll throw him in my flex. But I got for you, I got Isaiah Pacheco. And know who else I got? I got Isaiah Pacheco. Who else do I got, Jaden? I don't even remember who I got. We're gonna see right here. We got James Cook. That's who I got for you. Isaiah Pacheco and James Cook.
Well, with you forgetting who James Cook is, that should tell you right then and there who am I choosing. I'm choosing Isaiah because Isaiah, we already talked about how he's just an angry runner. He, got that Marshawn Lynch in him, got that Earl Campbell in him, got that Bo Jackson in him. He's just an angry runner. James Cook, I wish he was like his older brother Dalvin, but nah, he ain't like that. So for me, what I'm giving you a tough one right here. I'm gonna give you C.J. Stroud, and I'm giving you Anthony Richardson. Yes, the two rookie quarterbacks. Yes.
Ooh. Okay, I'm picking Richardson. It's a very tough one. I mentioned C.J. Stroud earlier. I loved him last week, but Richardson's been great. I could have mentioned him earlier this broadcast, but quarterback 2 last week, and he's playing Tennessee, and he's playing the Jaguars. He's got that rushing upside. He has just been a phenomenal rookie quarterback. Out for a week, but he's been great in the 2 full games that he's played. And I like Richardson in this one. And for you, I got one more for you. I got Khalil Herbert, and I got Tyler Algier. Who are you starting? Who are you sitting?
I'm going to have to say Tyler Algier, I'm going to give it to him. Reason being is because he's a year, this is his second year with the Atlanta Falcons, second year in the league. My mistake. This ain't his second year in the league. But this is his time with the Falcons. He is indeed with the Atlanta Falcons. He has a rookie in, I forgot that rookie's name. Wow.
Bijan Robinson.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bijan Robinson. But point is, I'm going with Tyler. I know he could produce. As for Khalil Herbert, I just feel like he can't really produce like that. He's day and night to me.
Yeah, I get that. So that's our waiver ads. That's who, or not our waiver ads. That's start 'em, sit 'em. If you guys got those 2 in your lineup, maybe take our advice. Coming back after the break, we're headed into our 4th and final quarter, where Jaden and I will be doing a live draft head-to-head in this studio. You won't want to miss the final quarter of action on Fantasyland. Coming right up after the break.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get closer with that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
la la. La 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 la. Freeze.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And welcome back to the fourth quarter of Fantasyland, where Jaden and I will be going head-to-head draft style. We'll be filling out a fantasy lineup based off of a randomly generated NFL team. I'll let you do the honors as our guest and go first. Let's see who your first team is going to be tonight.
All right. Who's? Oh, so I got Jerry Jeudy.
I guess you're picking Jerry Jeudy.
Okay.
We don't even get a team. I guess you're getting the Denver Broncos.
Yup, I guess that's the team I got. Denver Broncos got Jerry Jeudy. Would you look at that?
Yep, solid pick. I mean, nothing we really could have done. I'm sorry about the luck of the draw there. Let's see
that was a bad.
Let's see who my team is going to be. All right, I get the Houston Texans. At least I get someone to pick from. I'm picking my boy Nico Collins. He's been great over there with what's his name? C.J. Stroud. Sorry, I've mentioned his name so many times in the broadcast it slipped my mind. So I'm taking Nico Collins as my wide receiver one. Let's see who your next team's going to be here in a second after the Nico Collins pick.
All right, let's see what team I'm getting.
Waiting on the team. Let's see. Who's Jaden's team? Okay, the Buffalo
Bills.
Bills.
Buffalo Bills. All right, so easily, no brainer. Josh Allen, give me the quarterback. Give me the quarterback. Just give me the quarterback. Josh Allen, man, give it to me.
Yeah, that's probably who I would have went with there.
That's the luck of the draft.
Luck of the draw right there. I like Josh Allen as a pick. I wish I could add a quarterback that good. Let's see what my team's going to be here. I don't know who to expect here. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, I could go Ridley in the wide receiver spot. I'm kind of, like I said earlier, I asked that panic button question, so I think I'm gonna hit the first running back. I think I'm gonna go Travis Etienne here. Avoid Ridley. I'm gonna hope for a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence.
Travis
Etienne's my guy.
Travis is a solid pick.
Let's see who your next pick's going to be.
Let's see what team I'm getting, man. Carolina Panthers. Okay, you picked running back. Let me match you a running back. Let me go Miles Sanders, all right?
Okay.
Miles Sanders, you know what I'm saying? He's going to produce here and there. You know, he's going to give me my points, all that good stuff. Welcome to the team, baby.
Yeah, no, who's been really impressive with Carolina, though, has been Adam Thielen. I've loved him this year. He's showing he's still got it. But Miles Sanders, that's a solid pick. You know, not kind of slim pickings out of that Carolina offense, but I like it. Let's see who my next team's going to be. I'm hoping for a good one here. Okay, I got the Chargers. That's not bad. Wide receiver room's not looking good right now except for Keenan Allen. He's really the only one there right now. I have to go with him. Like, could I go Justin Herbert? Yeah, sure. But I'm going to go with Keenan Allen. I'll fill up my other wide receiver slot. I'm feeling pretty good about my team right now.
But
there's a lot of game left here. A lot of game left in the draft. Let's see Jaden's next team, please.
The Oakland Raiders. Oh,
Las Vegas Raiders.
My mistake. I'm an old fan. But let me tell you something. Devontae Adams is going to be my pick. I feel like Devontae Adams, he's going to give me my points. He's going to do his thing. Devontae Adams, we know him every year. He's going to eat. He's gonna get his yards. He's going to get his touchdowns. He's going to just produce.
That's a solid pick. Let's see my next team, please. The Tennessee Titans. I have that other running back room. I have that slot there. I don't like anyone else. I don't even like this guy, but I think I have to go Derrick Henry here. I have to go.
What you don't like about Derrick Henry?
He don't got it like he used to. You know.
But he's still Derrick Henry. He's still Derrick Henry.
He's still Derrick Henry, but he's not the Derrick Henry from 2 years ago. He's Derrick Henry nonetheless, and he's getting on my team. I love it. Let's see Jaden's next team.
Hey, you got yourself a stud. Oh, the New Orleans Saints. Let me go with that wide receiver, Chris Olave.
Chris Olave.
Yes,
I love it. Good pick.
Listen, his name is Olave, but I say Olave because he just got that flair with him. He just got that style with him, and it's just like, yes, Chris, you're on my team. You're gonna produce. You're gonna give me my points. We gonna be good.
Yeah, I like Chris Olave there.
Olave.
Chris Olave.
Yes, gotta have that flair with it, man.
Yeah, I love that pick. Probably who I would have taken from there. I need someone to match him. Come on, give me something good. Let's go. Let's see a good team here. I'm waiting on one. I need one. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. But know who looked really good this weekend? And no, it was not Justin Fields. He looked okay, mediocre at best. It's kind of a step up for him. But no one looked really good this weekend was Cole Kmet. He looked really good. He was found a lot. I'm going to sneak him into my tight end spot. Hope he can keep those numbers up. So I'm not feeling bad about that pick. Let's see Jaden's next team.
What's the team? Detroit Lions. Okay. Well, we already brought him up earlier, but I might as well bring him up again. David Montgomery, come in, man. It's funny because you just got the Bears. David Montgomery is a former Bears player.
Absolutely, yes, he is.
And now he's on the Detroit Lions, and he's doing what he needs to do to help the team produce. And he's going to produce for me, too, in this fantasy league, man. Simple as that.
Can't you tell this guy's a New Yorker? David Montgomery. Let's see my next team, please. All right, we got to go. I don't even know about this team right now. They've been sticking up all the field, but I can't take quarterback because Joe Burrow's looked terrible. I got to fill my flex spot. I got to take Jamar Chase. I'm hoping he bounces back. He bounced back last week. He's starting to look like that wide receiver 3 that he's been drafted as. So throwing him in the flex, I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's go to our next team here for Jaden.
That was good.
Your team's looking pretty strong. I'm hoping you fall off here a little bit. I need some.
Nah. Why you hoping my down? Oh, so that's not even right. Why they gonna give me the team that I hate? Like, that's not even right. All right, so now I gotta choose somebody from the Cowboys. Okay, let me think. All right, I'll take Dalton Schultz. I need a tight end. I know Dalton. He could play here and there, maybe, sometimes, half the time. But he better produce for me. That's all I know. He better produce for me though. For me, he better produce. Dalton. Hope you hear me. I hope you hear me right now. Dalton, produce for me.
See, I like their defense, but I want to see my next team because you're looking pretty solid. Okay, I can work with the Baltimore Ravens. Give me my quarterback. It was either quarterback or defense. I'm not leaving my quarterback up to luck. Let me take Lamar Jackson from Baltimore.
Wow. You got Lamar. Wow. Okay.
Jaden's next team. Let's see it.
All right. I need a defense. Oh my. Okay. Wait. Hold on. This could work. I was just about to say I need a defense, but this could work. Falcons. Okay, Falcons defense. They got Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell. He's good. Grady Garrett. Grady Jarrett. I mean to say. Yeah, he's good too. AJ Terrell. Good corner. Jesse Bates. Good safety. Yeah, I got a solid team.
Yeah, no, you got a solid team. Let's see who my defense is going to be. I got the Seahawks. Okay, look at the draw there. What you looking at my team? I got some dogs here. Lamar Jackson, dog.
I mean,
Travis Etienne, dog.
I mean, Devin just killed
Keenan
my
Allen,
Giants.
Dog. Dogs. My team's the dogs. I'm going to start barking next week at you when we come back.
Okay.
We're going to come back in 2 weeks. We're going to compare our lineups. That's going to do it for our final segment of the night, our final last moments here of our first show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. From the Al Roker studio, I'm Matt Sharamita.
And I'm Jaden Jiggets.
Come back in 2 weeks to see which one of us will be spinning the Wheel of Doom. Follow us on Instagram at fantasyland.oswego. Have a good night, everybody.